and she knew that, and I feel like she used me and she took advantage of that. Hey besties, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, make sure you guys subscribe and also give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below, hit that bell so you can be notified for when I post the next video I post, because trust me, you do not want to miss it. And also make sure guys go give your girl a follow. All of my social media accounts will be in the description down below, so make sure guys go give your girl a follow if you don't follow me already. And also, it's raining, so if you hear a noise, it's because it's raining outside. You guys can see by the title, the story time, about the time where my fake friend used me. So enough of the talking, let's get straight into this video. Okay, so this story time takes place like throughout the years, literally. Like, me and this girl, we're gonna give her the name Sasha. I don't know why, but that's just the name that came to my head. But me and Sasha have been friends for years, like at least 3 or 4 years. That sounds about right. But let's just say we became friends because she came up to me and we both started talking. We had a lot of things in common and we started to become friends. That second year of us being friends, me and Sasha kind of fell out, and it's because she was getting into it with another one of our friends, and I was just like caught in the middle, because it's like, you're my friend, and I care about both of y'all, so I'm not trying to get in the middle of it, but I am trying to help the situation dial down a little bit. Me and Sasha was on the phone and we were having a conversation, and I don't know why, but Sasha felt a need to bring my dad up. And as you guys know, I don't play when it comes to my dad. My dad passed away, and don't mention my dad, don't bring him up, don't do none of that. I don't care. And it's the way she said it that really just threw me off, because it's like, wait, hold on, what do you mean? What are you talking about? We're having a conversation and she just started talking about a family member. She was like, how would you like it if somebody said something about your dad and said this about your dad, blah 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 blah. But it's the way she said it. She said it very rude and aggressive, and it's like, first of all, calm down. You're doing a little too much for me, and I don't like that. Like, calm down, please, and thank you. My dad up. I don't know why she felt the need to bring my father up in anything, and the way she said it was just very rude, because it's like, first of all, where are you trying to get at, and what are you even talking about? Like, I was just lost and confused, because it's like, for real, again, what are you talking about? So she brought my dad up, and I'm that person to where when I get really mad, I start to cry. So I'm just irritated, I'm mad, I'm crying, and I just started cussing her out. I said, don't bring my dad up. My dad don't have nothing to do with this situation that you and her got going on. Y'all need to figure it out and leave me alone. And I hung up on her, and I called the other friend who she was arguing with, and I told her that. She was like, that's not okay, that's not cool, she should have never brought your dad up. And me and her is just agreeing on it, because it's like, what did my dad have to do with it? Like, what were you trying to get at? Literally, like a few days later, Sasha was trying to talk to me. Like, quit talking to me, stop trying to call me, stop trying to text me, stop trying to talk to me in person. It became to a point where it was just very annoying, and it's like, she knew I didn't play when it came to my dad. So it's like, why are you bringing my dad up? My dad don't have nothing to do with y'all situation. And then you came off very rude and very aggressive, and you were just being very, very rude. I cussed her out, and I put her in her place, and she felt bad, obviously. So she was trying to make it up to me, like, no, leave me alone. I don't know, maybe a month, I just let it go, and me and her started to become friends again. But at that point, I'm like, I'm not dumb. Make sure I keep an eye on her, and that's exactly what I did. I made sure I kept her close, but not too close. I wasn't telling her much. She was telling me her business. You know how you got, like, it's always that one person that tell you a little too much that you didn't want to hear. Some stuff is just like TMI. Like, that's how it was with the friendship with her. And this girl was a big liar. Like, I think the name for it is a habitual liar. That's exactly what she is. Lie about the dumbest things in the world. Like, dumb. Like, dumb. Like, here's an example I'm gonna give, and it's something that really happened with her. She told me and our other friend that her car was in the shop. Mind you, she had her car keys around her neck. So how is your car in the shop? And then the next day, me and her were on FaceTime, and she showed me her car, and it was at her house. And she said her car couldn't move. So I'm just like, I'm just confused. How's your car in the shop, but you have your keys around your neck? When your car goes to the shop, they take your keys. So it just didn't make sense to me. But we're going to get to that point, because she said she was a liar. She lied about the dumbest thing in the world, and I would catch her in her lies. And I told her about herself more than once. I'm like, hey, you don't have to lie about things. Just be honest with me. Like, I'm your friend. You don't have to lie to kick it. You don't have to lie saying you have this, that, and that when you really don't. You don't have to lie saying you went here, here, here when you really haven't. Like, who lies to their friends? Like, who lies, period? You're too old to be lying. It used to irritate my soul, and I used to tell her about herself, like, you need to stop lying. And she would just have 1,000 excuses on why she lying. Talk about she couldn't find a job, so that's why she's been lying. Like, that's not a reason to lie, because you couldn't find a job, or this situation, that situation. Like, that's not an excuse. Just say you were just lying, trying to kick it, and just leave it at that, and we could just move on from the situation. You're still lying about it, and it's not making the situation better. It's making me not want to F with you for real. So it's like, stop lying and grow up. So yeah, like, I remember this stuff like it was yesterday, because it's like me and her were like this, and then we turned out to be like this. Like, peace out. And she talked about she couldn't find a job. So you know what we did? We helped her find a job. We sent her so many job applications, and I tried to put her on to my job. So this is how I try to put her onto my job. So it was one of the nursing home jobs I was working at, and I'm like, they're hiring. I could put you on, because you know they were looking for people. So I was trying to put her on to the job, and she was saying how she filled out an application, this and that. Turns out she didn't even fill out an application, because when I first asked her, did she fill it out, she said yes. Then like a few months later, I asked her, I said, hey, did you ever apply for my job? I asked her again to test her, because I know she's a liar. And she said, no, I didn't ever fill out an application. I'm like, you didn't ever fill out an application, but you told me that you did. So why would you lie about that? We sent her so many jobs that were hiring, and she did not apply for one. Your excuse is that you can't find a job, but you're not even applying for them. So make it make sense. Like, just say you're a liar and just leave it at that. Those situations happen. And then I remember we fell out again. And we fell out again before my 18th birthday, and I remember. But it's like, we would still talk to her, but we wouldn't talk to her as much as we used to. So it came to the point where it's like, we got to see each other, so we got to deal with it. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to be nice, because I'm a very nice, sweet person until you cross me. But when you cross me, or you do something that I don't like, you will feel that I don't F with you no more. You will feel the vibe. You will feel it. So she knew it. Me and the girls were talking about my birthday, because my birthday was coming up. And I kind of slipped to her, and I kind of told her. She was like, what are you doing for your birthday? I'm like, I'm having a hotel party. My dumb self didn't tell her. I'm like, dang. And then my friend was like, why you tell her? I'm like, I forgot. It slipped my mind. Because it's like, we see each other, we keep talking. So it felt like she was my friend again. I don't know. It was just weird. We asked could she come, and then she ended up coming to my party. And everything was just cool. It was fun. And then from that moment on, we started being friends again, started seeing each other more. Me and her were very close friends. I knew her family, she knew my family. We knew each other, mutual friends. Like, it's like she knew everything about me, I knew everything about her. It's like when I'm friends with somebody for a long time and we just have like a bond, it's like I can't let them go. Like, I really want to let them go, but it's like I can't do it. Once I give you the second chance and you blow it, from now it's just like you're out of my life. I'm not giving no more chances. I can't do it and put myself through that no more. It's overdone, it's slow. I would catch her in the little lies, but I wouldn't say too much or do too much on it, because it's like she's gonna lie regardless, and she's gonna make excuses onto why she was lying. So why keep questioning her about it? I feel like if I tell something about a problem one time, I'm not about to keep telling you again. You know what you're doing. You're old enough to understand. And I started catching her in the big lies, and the big lie was the whole car incident. She literally said that her car was in the shop. Mind you, she had her car keys around her neck. The next day she showed me her car, and she said it didn't go to the shop yet. Like, you just told us the day before your car was in the shop, but you had your keys, and then the next day we get on FaceTime, you're showing me the inside and the outside of your car, and you saying they haven't been to the shop yet. So it's like, which one is it going to be? And she lied so many times on different things. She lied on different cars she had. She told us she had a BMW. She didn't even have that. She said she had an Impala. She didn't even have that. She said she had a Mercedes Benz at this point. She said she had every car in the book, but it was no show of it. Like, where's the car? Where is it at? Because I don't see it. Never seen it before. You would tell us you have this, that, and that, but you don't even have it. Like, why lie? Like, I have a car, our other friend have a car, you don't have your car yet. That's fine. Nobody is saying you need a car, you gotta get a car. Nobody is saying that. Nobody is even bringing up the cars. You don't have to make up lies about you having something when you really don't. So her and another friend ended up getting into it, and they put me in a bad position once again. And it's like, I chose her over our other friend because me and Sasha were very close. So I'm going to choose her over you this time, because the other friend was kind of in the wrong, but both of them were in the wrong for real. But it's like, I'm just going to have Sasha's back because me and Sasha are really tight for real. Like, that's my girl for real. Had her back on so many occasions, and it felt like when it came down to me, she didn't have my back. Like, it was an incident where we almost got into a fight at a football game, and she was acting very scary. She left. Thought the girl was talking stuff. We trying to figure out what's going on. She like, all right, I gotta go, my mom's here. Like, she literally was so in a rush to leave. Like, for what? Her face cussed her out. The girl was calling her ugly and everything, and me and my friend stood up for her while she's gone at home, then left us there to fight her battle. And I just feel like on more than one occasion it became that situation. Like, I'm not about to keep having your back and you don't even have my back. She had a family member that died, and I will always check on her about her. When she will post the person, I will always reply like, keep your head up, I'm here for you. I will always call her, text her, check up on her all the time, 24/7. But when it came down to it for me, she never called me, never text me. The only time she called me or text me is when she want to talk about a boy, because she's so boy crazy. Like, more in this world than a man. The only time she would call or text me is when she needed something or she needed advice on something. But she had never once, Iyanna, have you been okay? I know it's been this amount of years since your dad died. I know you've been through this, that. But she would never check up on me, see how I'm doing. And that's why we stopped being friends. Her lying, that would irritate me, but I'm like, I'm not about to cut her off for that, even though I should have cut her off and never talked to her again. But I didn't. But it's like, the lying, I let slide. The her not having my back in arguments and fights, I let that slide, which I shouldn't have, because, like, yeah. But the not checking up on me when I'm always checking up on you, I could not let that slide for no longer. I don't want to hear about your relationship problems, drama. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you don't take my advice anyways. I'm not about to keep giving you advice and you don't even take it. I cut her off and we didn't talk for months. When I say months, we didn't talk for like 4 or 5 months, because I was just so done and over it. I unfollowed her on everything on social media, and I blocked her number, and I left it at that. At like the beginning of last year, like in January, I reached out to her and I was just like, I don't like how we ended. I want us to fix this. And then we started to be friends again. Just dumb. I'm always giving people chances and they always spit in my face every single time. It never fails. He was doing the same stuff, not checking up on me, not being there for me as a friend, not being a good friend at all. That's all Sasha did, was lie. I gave her a break, hoping that she would have her stuff together, and she didn't. I cut her off, and I'm glad I did. That was the best decision that I've ever made. I feel like she used me because she knew I was a good friend, and she knew the people I care about, I'm going to go all out for them. I'm going to do whatever I can for them, be there for them no matter what. And she knew that, and I feel like she used me and she took advantage of that. I'm not the one to be played with. Like, don't play with me. Don't play in my face. Don't act like you're my friend when you're really not. Don't be fake to me. And she was fake too. That's another situation that happened. She would talk stuff about people, but she would be smiling in their faces. And it's like, you're very fake, you're weird, and you need to get your stuff together. You're too old to be acting like. Stop being friends. And we haven't been friends for a whole year now, and it's staying that way. I mean, we don't talk at all, honestly, but I don't have a problem with her. From my understanding, she don't have a problem with me. Like, it's no hard feelings, it's no bad blood, but it's like, Sasha, you're not a good friend. That's the story time about my friend that used me. She didn't use me for like money because she had her own money. She didn't use me for rides because she had her own rides. Like, she just used me as a person, like as a friend. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. You guys in the next video, period.